Hello friends and welcome to another Modern League. Today we're going to be playing Hammer Time. Now this is a deck that I've enjoyed for quite a while, and we're going to be trying out a new card, Lion Sash. I'm putting that in place of cranial plating. I think that it's important that we have some artifact, some equipment that we can search out that isn't Colossus Hammer. For example, if someone casts like a Necromentia or a Surgical Extraction and takes all of our hammers away, I still want to be able to pressure them. So we're going to try Lion Sash, see if that is really worth a slot. But I mean, it's a single slot and we have a lot of ways to search for it, so we're going to give it a chance. We're also trying out Blacksmith's skill. I've seen a few people playing this recently. It's been turning up in lists here or there. So it gives a permanent hexproof and indestructible, and if it's an artifact creature, +2/+2. So we're going to be seeing if we're going to be able to counter a spell, save a creature, that kind of thing with Blacksmith skill. I've also got a Pithing Needle in the main right now. Since we have the Urza Saga to fetch it up, we have the opportunity to play something there. I was considering like the Soul Guide Lantern in this slot, but I kind of feel like Pithing Needle is a really strong option, especially like with Urza Saga. Game 1, they won't be expecting it, so we might be able to get something good with that. I think that the sideboard, most of these cards should really make sense, but not entirely sure what the meta is going to be, so maybe we'll have some thoughts about how I would change the sideboard after the match. Now, the power did go out here like 5 minutes ago, right before I started the stream, so hopefully the power will stay on for the whole league. I hope. Let's get into the queue, start playing some games, and see if we can finish this league. Well, we're missing a way to equip the hammer, which is the most important thing. I think we probably mulligan this. We just have like infinite hammers. Way more interested in this one, obviously. So we'll keep this, and it's actually really difficult to say what we want to get rid of here. So let's look at this like what we want to keep. We want to keep the planes. We got to keep the Steelshaper's Gift. We want to keep at least one of these two cards. And like Memnite and Springleaf Drum are really kind of good. Because I'm thinking like we can go turn 1, Springleaf Drum, Memnite, Steelshaper's Gift, go get Hammer. Turn 2, Sigarda's Aid, put the hammer on the Memnite. The problem with that is that if they have any kind of removal for the Memnite, but if we assume they're on Tron, risky assumption, you know? Would never have actually played this deck or watched someone play it. This deck is really, really great. It's definitely fallen off a little bit since it started, you know, like when people were underestimating it. But yeah, this is a very, very cool deck, I think. We could actually just get rid of planes. We could just play the Springleaf Drum. Oh man, this is so risky. What if we... No, that doesn't work. We don't have the mana for that. I think we just get rid of the Puresteel Paladin, put our bank on the Memnite here. Alright. We've got the Sigarda's Aid. Hopefully that'll let us apply the pressure we need. It is Tron. So... Oh, nice. We get a second creature. That makes me feel way more confident about this hand. Go get Hammer. Play the Memnite too. So they both are not affected. They both won't have Summoning Sickness for next turn. We'll be able to choose where the Hammer goes. Oh, and their second land is Forest. Super good for us. Inkmoth Nexus too? Embarrassment of Riches. Alright, take 11. Going for another Ancient Stirrings, feeling pretty confident. And we got it. So you can kind of see how with this game here, a lot of our decisions were very heavily front-loaded, where the most important decisions were our mulligans, and then after that, the course of the game was basically like already set out after we had chosen our hand to keep. That's not always the way it's going to go, but I find that for the most part, our decisions, our early decisions, are incredibly important. That's right, Slayer. So what are we going to do against Tron? Kind of feel like Prismatic Ending is an option, especially on the draw here, because we have the ability to potentially Prismatic Ending a map. Feel like Pithing Needle should stay on the radar. I don't think we need Lion Sash. Probably don't need Blacksmith skill. I don't know, like what's Tron got here? I'm gonna take a peek at what's going on. Nature's Claim, Pithing Needle, Wilt. So they're gonna have a lot of things to interact with us here. So maybe we do want the Blacksmith skill. In which case, I would get rid of maybe a Springleaf Drum, maybe one of my 0-mana critters. Kind of feel like I want to keep the Esper Sentinels. Hey, I don't know if I really, if I did join the dark side, and that's very possible, it was done a long time ago. I've been playing Hammer Time since before it was cool. Actually, I think that Hammer Time is probably in my top 4 played decks. I mean, obviously Yawgmoth is going to be at the top, but for a while, Hammer Time and Yawgmoth were switching on Fridays constantly. Don't like this one. We don't have any way to equip a hammer, and we don't have a hammer, so we ship this one. Well, we have a hammer, but we have no way to equip it. We have the Prismatic Ending. Do we keep this one? I mean, it's pretty bad. Guess we're only really missing one piece. Alright, we could mulligan one more time without losing too much. And this hand is only really good if the Prismatic Ending is good. Alright, so we got the cards we're looking for this time. We just don't have the mana. We have a Springleaf Drum. I'm going to keep this one. We'll get rid of Sigarda's Aid. And I guess Puresteel Paladin. We don't even have one white mana, so double white seems like no way. Okay. We'll work with what we got here. Pithing Needle also stops the map. Perfect. Pithing Needle on map, turn 1. And we get white mana. We're getting there. With Inkmoth Nexus, we're almost there. So we play the Nexus. Yeah, we can't kill with Nexus next turn anyway. But I guess we don't have to pay the life. Alright. Turn off their expedition map. Ooh, got a Saga as well? Almost there? Problem is, we play Saga, we don't have the white mana for Sigarda's Aid this turn, but we can play Springleaf Drum, Sigarda's Aid, and then set up next turn for an Inkmoth Nexus kill. And I'm going to put Lurrus over here so I don't forget about it. Cracking the Chromatic Sphere end of turn. They must be killing the Pithing Needle with Nature's Claim. 8th place Dave, good morning. Thanks for coming by today. Interesting. Plays the Mine. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Probably means they have some answer to my Nexus Hammer kill this turn. So we could put Lurrus to hand. But then, I mean, they just have Tron next turn anyways. If we do that, because then they can just crack the map. So I think that we have to present the kill so that they can't crack the map on my turn. They use Wilt. Okay, so we've played our land. Nothing else to do this turn. Pass back. So we'll probably be making Urza Saga tokens for the next 2 turns. Oh, they just draw the power plant. Don't even need the map. Wormcoil Engine's a problem, friends. We already lost the Nexus. Oh, that gets another hammer. So we could make a Construct, Steelshaper's Gift. And, well, I mean, I guess we just go get Hammer again. I don't think Shadowspear is going to be the way to go here. Blast Zone. Blast Zone kills all the ones. It's pretty bad. So it looks like we're going to be going to a game 3. But we'll be on the play, and that's definitely where we want to be with Hammer Time. Blast Zone on 1 is so brutal here. I really think you wait on it, though. Wait until my combat step, probably. Because you wouldn't want me to, for example, draw Sigarda's Aid after you blow up the Blast Zone. Puresteel Paladin, you say? Hmm. Okay. I mean, I disagree with that, because I think that you could have got an extra card here if I go get a 1 or something with this. Could go get another Hammer, and then we'll have Puresteel Paladin and another Hammer. Make these things really big. Could get Shadowspear for lifelink. That could be Crux. Really important. Go for the extra damage. Or maybe we were just supposed to go get Springleaf Drum. Because I'm realizing now that we don't have the mana for Puresteel Paladin plus Hammer. That is the disadvantage of Urza's Saga. Ooh, Karn Great Creator. That actually counters Puresteel Paladin. It doesn't counter Sigarda's Aid, but the Puresteel definitely does. So I think that's actually, I don't know, maybe we can kill the Karn with a Karnstruct. We're not dead to Worm Coil yet. Oh, Ensnaring Bridge, so we're never attacking again. Hitting my shortcut keys, but it wasn't working. Going for Yavimaya there is interesting. I guess gets as much green mana as you could ever want. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Right, right, right. Walking Ballista. Oh, Sundering Titan. And all of my lands are forests. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Yavimaya with Sundering Titan. That's actually the first time I've seen that interaction. Very cool. All right, let's concede this one. Move on to game 3. Thinking on the play, Seal of Cleansing will be maybe good enough. But bringing in 2 Seal of Cleansing means we gotta take more cards out, and that's tough to do. All right, let's see what we get for our 7. Not a good hand, not interested. Mulligan that. This one we're fine with. We are missing a white mana. Otherwise, this hand is very good. So we'll get rid of a Nexus and start with Nexus Hammer. Actually, we'll probably start with Sunbaked Canyon Hammer. Titan Rising. Cheers. There's their map. Don't currently have any counter to that. Still don't. Alright, so we got the second white mana. Okay, so we can play Puresteel Paladin this turn, and then next turn we can play Hammer, activate Nexus, and go for the kill. And I think we get to potentially hold up Blacksmith's skill if we do that. Depending on what they do on their turn here, we are currently tapped out. Okay. This is really good for us. Oh, the Memnite was a great draw too. Play this. Play this. Cast Hammer. Draw a card. Equip. Okay, turn 3 easy. That is the power of Hammer Time, my friends. Sometimes we just have too much pressure. This is a hard one to throw away. Got Esper Sentinel, Steelshaper's Gift, everything but a way to equip the hammer. The Urza Saga really makes me want to keep it. Not to mention Esper Sentinel turn 1. This is probably a bad keep, but we're going to keep it. Esper Sentinel already doing work. Oh, is this no Lurrus hammer time? Pithing Needle. Or is this maybe like some sort of affinity list? This could be an affinity list. Wow. Turn 2 immediately cracked Silent Clearing to draw a card. Another Colossus Hammer. My cup runneth over. Wish I knew more about what they were doing. Maybe we just Pithing Needle cranial plating? And then we'll pass the turn. We have Springleaf Drum to make the construct. Ooh, Inkmoth Nexus. That could get scary. Go get Shadowspear. Play Urza Saga. Equip the spear. And attack for 7. And hopefully we don't just immediately die to the Inkmoth Nexus. Alright. Got kind of lucky there. The unfortunate thing is we don't know exactly what's going on with the opponent. We saw that they were playing Ornithopters and Memnites. Their deck looks similar to ours, but they're not playing a Lurrus. So that could mean a few things. Could mean that they're a Hammer Time deck with Swords and Kaldra. Or it could mean that there's some sort of affinity list. I think they're probably another Hammer Time list. So we're going to assume that. So we can bring in Prismatic Ending and Seal of Cleansing. Take out Lion Sash. And maybe a couple Esper Sentinels. I think this might come in handy, especially towards game 2 or 3. Okay, keep this. Have Sigarda's Aid, Ornithopter, Springleaf Drum. Do we play the Urza Saga turn 1? So risky. I don't think we need to. We just go Urza Saga, Steelshaper's Gift, get Hammer, play Hammer. We could even just play Stoneforge Mystic, use a Springleaf Drum to go get the Hammer. Maybe we just go get Hammer now? Play the Sigarda's Aid. Risk it. Yeah, I kind of like this. Pretty sure this is a mirror. Just they're not using the Lurrus. So let's see what they get with Stoneforge Mystic. Cauldra. Okay, so that's why they're not running the Lurrus. Prismatic Ending. We could end the Stoneforge Mystic so they're not able to play the Cauldra. That would mean we wouldn't be able to do Hammer stuff this turn. Hey, Gut Grinder. So you're checking out the emotes? Any of them look familiar to you? EU-friendly stream time? You got it. Your ducky. I guess he was a shared ducky. Or is that Chewbacca? So we can make a Construct, or we could Stoneforge Mystic. Hold up Blacksmith skill. Stood still long enough for a picture. That's a good point, Gut Grinder. All right, we're gonna make constructs. I've decided. So we might as well just pass the turn here. Well, our hero managed to finish the first round as opposites attracted, but now we're fighting a wizard that's very similar to our own powers, which makes it a little bit foggy. But we got game one, so tentatively me. Of course, now that I've said that, I'm going to regret it. No land. Could go get another Springleaf Drum. Could just go get Hammer. Maybe we get Pithing Needle for Inkmoth Nexus. I am Groot. Thanks for the follow, friend. We're going to go get the Shadowspear. Attack for damage. 7 lifelink trample. See, your constructs are nearly as big as mine. Springleaf Drum. So with the Nexi, they can actually grow their constructs to be bigger than mine. So let's go get a gift. Gift is this beautiful hammer. All right. We'll attack in with the... Definitely this one. I think we just attack with this one. Kind of terrified. They're just letting this happen. Cathar Commando kills the construct. Yeah, I didn't have the mana for Blacksmith skill. I thought for a second I just absolutely punted that away. Sorry to hear that, Simple. Elves has a hard time sometimes. Ooh, that's a lot of cards coming down here. Attacking in with a Construct solo. Guess we can put a Ornithopter in front of that. Alright, let's see if they have any more removal for our Construct. I'm going to play Puresteel Paladin here. And keep on swinging. Well, that is enough of a block to not die. Okay, we have a blocker for 1 Inkmoth Nexus. I can't really do anything else here, so we could move what? We could move the Shadowspear if we wanted to. Don't move the hammer, though. We move the hammer, the construct will die. Another Steelshaper's Gift. Hmm. Move this over here. We'll Steelshaper's Gift, go get the hammer. Ooh, shit, I forgot about this. Now we just gave them 2 cards. Brutal. Absolutely forgot that they had 2 Esper Sentinels on board. We just... Here you go, draw 2 cards off the top of your deck. Hope they're good. Attack with this. We'll hold up Blacksmith skill. Looks like we're holding up Hammer, though. But yeah, that was definitely a mistake. Whichever way this goes, I'm not letting myself get away with that. We'll put punt up in chat. Oh my. That's Caldra Compliet. Has first strike. Crap. Crap. Oh man, what a mistake. Mistake after mistake. If we attacked in with Ornithopter here, we would be fine. This does nothing. Alright. Is what it is. Definitely could have won there if I'd attacked with the Ornithopter. We'll get Shadowspear to gain some life. Makes sense. So it looks like we can actually block here. I think we probably should just block here. Throw another hammer on it. So yeah, they're going to gain a ton of life. Wow. That is going to be so much damage. Now they're up to 34. Well, Seal of Cleansing. We can get rid of the Shadowspear. But then we're out of mana. And this thing here is still gatekeeping. Right, Esper Sentinel. Meanwhile, we're just giving them unlimited cards here. Yeah, I think we just die. Well, I messed that one up, but we get another chance here. So let's try and do a little bit better this time. No, this one's no good. This one's good. We're just missing a critter. We're missing a couple things. We're missing a critter. We're missing the hammer. We have the Urza Saga that kind of gets us both things. We'll keep this, get rid of one drum. Kick him in the shin. Let's go. Similar's turns here to start. Scary. Create. Hello, hello. Another Sigarda's Aid. Ooh, the power just flickered there. Really hope the power stays on for the whole stream. Wow. Yeah, if they have two Colossus Hammers, I guess we get to kill one of the hammers. That's fine. Although they're drawing these extra cards again. Maybe I should have used that Seal of Cleansing a little earlier. Could have got rid of that Sigarda's Aid immediately, for example. But this gives me the opportunity to, wait, kill a hammer when it's necessary. It's difficult to know, in the moment, when the perfect opportunity to use your resources are. Especially when you have something like this, where you've already spent the mana for it, so you can just activate it at any time. This avatar here that Cole Smith has reminds me a little bit of Spirited Away. Okay, it's going to take 14. Seems good. Another Colossus Hammer. Jeez. They did have to. Alright, so we currently have a blocker, so we only need to actually worry about the Shadowspear. So that's the one that we have to blow up. Unless they have removal for our Construct, in which case we have to get rid of a Colossus Hammer. Okay, so We have to block. And we get rid of Shadowspear. Blacksmith skill. Okay. Guess we're dead. Good games. We're short on mana here, but we have everything else we need. I'm gonna keep it. Isn't it, though? This is my favorite art for the Pithing Needle. Lucky, lucky. I mean, we always had it. Go get Hammer. Huh. Interesting lands here. Not too sure what the opponent's doing. Okay. They were holding up Path to Exile is what they were doing. Worked pretty well. Oh, shoot. Okay, we gotta we gotta go to the main step first before we can play a card. I swear I know how to play this game. Yeah, exactly. It's my first day. Give me a break. There's definitely no proof to the contrary to that statement. Good draw. They're going to Helix the Mystic. So we can Blacksmith skill, save it, but we're not going to have Metalcraft, so we're not going to be able to kill them. I think it's still worth it. We wouldn't be able to kill them anyway. So yeah, we are missing the last artifact in order for Puresteel to make the hammer equip free. So we'll attack in for 11. Honestly, I have no idea what deck the opponent is playing here. So one of the things that one of the reasons why we're main decking Pithing Needle is because we're running Urza Saga. We would not be interested in doing that if we weren't running the land. This is something that a lot of decks did do when Urza Saga was fresh. and I felt like I had an extra slot, so I decided to go ahead and go for that old strategy of having access to Pithing Needle from our Urza Saga early as game one. Now, because we don't know what the opponent's doing, we don't know how to sideboard. That's unfortunate. Maybe we'll just run it back then. Okay. They submitted their sideboard quite quickly. We're missing a way to equip the hammer. Probably want to mulligan this. We don't even have Urza Saga. Again, no way to equip the hammer. This hand isn't very good either. We're going to mulligan one more time. Here we go. This is what we're looking for. Okay, so we keep Sigarda's Aid, Colossus Hammer, Memnite. We got to put how many cards back? 2 cards back. I would like to keep both of the lands. So I guess we throw away Thopter. And we probably don't play Memnite turn 1. Oh, that maybe changes things. I think we hold the Memnite so that we can play it, and then when they try to kill the Memnite with a spell, we can put Hammer onto it to save it. So we've seen, oh, hey, okay, there's Tear. Good thing we have Puresteel Paladin then. So this turn we can play Memnite Hammer. We could play Memnite Hammer. And then next turn we have Paladin plus Metalcraft. Oh, wow. They're just immediately going to kill one of my Memnites. Now that does get rid of Metalcraft. Figure of Destiny? What are you doing, opponent? Winning the game? Okay, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, no kidding. Quite the floop, too. Very unexpected. Probably just go get Lurrus. Ooh, they tapped out to make their creature a 4/4. Alright, what do we draw? Lion Sash. Could play Lurrus Memnite. Puresteel Paladin doesn't get us too much. We can make a Karnstruct. That doesn't seem too good. I'm going to play Lurrus Memnite and try and set up a Puresteel Paladin for next turn. General Ferrous. I see now. Okay. Now we understand what's going on. General Ferrous deck. Hero of Precinct 1. Okay, that's pretty scary. Yeah, we'll take 4. We're going to have a pretty scary turn on our side, too. Tap this for mana. Go get... We already have lifelink with the Lurrus, but we don't have trample. But we could just, you know, like make it a 2020 lifelink. I think we probably just have to go get the Shadowspear, because this hero of Precinct 1 and General Ferrous are going to be making tons of tokens. So yeah, let's just go get Spear. Wish I could play this Lion Sash right now. Can't even play the Sigarda's Aid. Alright, smash for a few damage. And then I guess we can put all this stuff onto the Memnite. Does make the Lurrus vulnerable to, like, Lightning Bolt or whatever, but, you know, if they have Path, it's going to be able to kill the thing anyways, so at least this way they would be targeting a Memnite. What do they draw? Hero Precinct 1. That's not a very good draw. Easy. Alright, this hand's great. We'll keep. Yeah, super cute. Ferrets are in the business of being cute. Alright, I think we probably go Memnite Thopter, Esper Sentinel, and then next turn we can play Sigarda's Aid Hammer. Really like playing Esper Sentinel turn 1. And since we're on the play, the only thing we really have to worry about here is, like, their 1-mana removal spells, which we will draw a card for, and we'll make sure we put the Colossus Hammer onto, like, the Ornithopter or the Memnite, so that they aren't able to just... Oh my god, that's the absolute worst! Why didn't I keep a creature in my hand? Ah, the hubris! Forgot about Fury. Oh, my resources. A 3 for 2. Absolutely destroyed. Could try to resolve the Lurrus. I have double blue for potentially counterspell. We could just, like, go get Construct. That seems pretty reasonable. Just make Constructs. Don't have to play into counter magic. Okay, yep. Target me with the Endurance. So I'm not able to recast those cards. Lurrus. No F6 here. Just in case they do something to my Urza Saga, I'm going to want to be able to activate it in response. Another Sigarda's Aid. I think we're just going to go get Hammer here. Guess we could go get Springleaf Drum. We'll get Hammer. This plays through Counterspell. What it doesn't play through is Lightning Bolt. Oh, Petty Theft. We'll take 3 here. Opponent's down to 3 cards in hand, plus Brazen Borrower. Another Petty Theft. Gross. Where's the Blacksmith skill? I mean, our opponent seems to be taking care of it pretty simply. Okay. This is the card we needed to draw. Now we also need the opponent to just have nothing. Another Petty Theft! They didn't have nothing. Alright, we lose. Alright, so our opponent is playing Infinite Brazen Borrowers. That's their deck. Bring in Hushbringer for Fury. And probably Solitude. Like, they're playing a bunch of the elementals, so that's what Hushbringer is for. Lion Sash really hasn't been very interesting. Well, we're missing a way to equip the hammer. Land heavy, no sagas. I think we mulligan this. Again, no way to equip the hammer, but we do have Urza Saga this time. Oh, is that HR5 H5RO? Um, I didn't really understand what the opponent was playing, but Rhinos makes a lot of sense. Yeah, we should have brought those cards in. His picture's a rhino. It's saying right there. Come on, Cooper, get your shit together. Yeah, you never really know which way it's gonna go. Sometimes they'll try and, trip you up. Yeah, I got the Lightning Bolt playmat and I'm playing Soul Sisters, but ooh, brutal. Getting rid of our Urza Saga, that was a big reason for keeping this hand. Was the main reason for keeping this hand. They're gonna hit me with Fury here? No Fury? Okay, no Fury. Wait till I have something a little bit better for them to Fury here. How about 3 Esper Sentinels? Would you like to Fury that? If you did, I would probably concede. There it is. Yeah, I think we can just move on to the next one, right? I don't know, like we're really grindy. Let's wait for a turn or two. Maybe they miss their land drops. We get Lurrus and we're able to bounce back. They are missing their land drops, so that's part one. But this is ice one of our lands, so we're not going to be able to get Lurrus this turn regardless of if we draw a land or not, which we didn't. Well, they're still missing lands. Thank Pasta for small favors. Meanwhile, we're also missing lands. I actually had one friend that had a playmat that was like a mashup of Monopoly and Urzatron, kind of like labeling the Tron lands as what do you call those? Not the railroads, the other thing, the utilities. And Buddy would never play Tron, so yeah, this Tron playmat never played Tron. And there's the Shardless Agent, making them rhinos. I bet you do, Gut Grinder. Sigarda's Aid. That helps. They block with Shardless Agent here. That was a good draw anyway. Good thing we didn't scoop, but this game is still... We're still in a lot of danger, is what I'm trying to say here. They probably have another Cascade card ready to put another pair of 4/4s down. Maybe, you know, like they've got something to bounce the Memnite, I don't know. I'm definitely scared of what they have as their last 5 cards in hand. Speaking of mind games, I remember a while back, I went to this tournament, and I had just finished building this fun deck. It was like, what you call it, similar to, Is It Prowess? Okay, that kills us. And I was sleeving it up right before the tournament started, so everyone was seeing me handling this one deck. Looked like it was the deck that I was going to play. And then when the event started, I was playing one of the Bridgevine decks. So people were like, "Oh, what the hell? You were sleeving up this really cool deck. I wanted to see you play that." I'm like, that was my scheme all along. Make you think I was playing one thing? Alright, so we lose here. I'll give him the GG in chat. Alright, what do we got? We got the hammer, but we don't have any way to equip the hammer, but we have Urza's Saga. This one's a tough one. I think I probably mulligan this. Got Puresteel Paladin. Oh, this hand's great. We'll keep this one. Alright, so we have to keep Plains and Puresteel Paladin. I want to keep the Saga. Springleaf Drum Memnite works really well. So then it comes down to, do we keep the Steelshaper's Gift or the Inkmoth Nexus? Inkmoth Nexus can potentially give us a quick kill. But Steelshaper's Gift gets us the hammer that we require. I'll put this one back. Vengevine is a card that the value is definitely like yo-yoed a lot. Playmats for MTGO would be kind of cool. Be able to change your background color here, change the background color for your opponent. Some of the other programs that I've used in the past have actually had that option. That is definitely a problem that could happen. They could be way too busy and like distract you from the actual cards or whatever. Yeah, Monster, it's very true. The interface has not changed very much. They changed, I think the UI on the other page. Like, they changed this a while ago. This was different before. Land go. So they're holding up that goblin that would potentially kill my Memnite. Ornithopter's a nice draw here. Oh yeah, I definitely turned all the sound off. Turn off the sound, turn off the animations. Okay, I get to draw a card. We will try to equip the Memnite with the hammer. Is it going to work? Oh, it does work. Let's attack in for 11. Smack. Because, yeah, they do have access to a goblin, cost 2 mana, and when it comes into play, it deals damage to a creature, and I think a planeswalker, depending on how many goblins you have. So it would count itself, deal 1 damage to the Memnite, and I wouldn't be able to put a hammer onto it. Alright, what kind of goblin does Goblin Matron get? It gets the Snoop, so they're setting up the combo for next turn. Alright, what do we draw? Springleaf Drum was not it. How do we kill? Because they just block the Memnite and then potentially take 2. Oh no, hammer takes away flying. The only things that can fly with a hammer are things that gain flying after hammer's been equipped. I guess we just have to hope that they don't have the combo. I think I attack in with Puresteel Paladin as well, because they're going to block here, and if they want to block this with Snoop, I'm fine with that, because then, you know, they don't have the combo. And we still have an 11 power creature that's going to attack, plus our constructs. Which means I probably also play Springleaf Drum. I guess maybe I could have equipped the hammer to the... No, but then I wouldn't have the mana from the drum. I do want that mana to make my constructs a little bit bigger. Want to be able to present at least 2 lethal threats if we get the opportunity to have another turn. Matron... Don't think... Oh, crap. Seriously? I mean, it's on top of the library, so that's not where they need it, right? And they can cast goblin spells from on top. No, they just have it. They lucked into the combo. That's the way of Magic sometimes. You play to your outs, you set yourself up. They had Snoop, and they just happened to manage to get Bogart on top of their library and play it. So that is combo, friends. They're going to make infinite copies of the Snoop. Then they're going to copy Bogart Harbinger and go get a goblin that says you can sacrifice a goblin and then opponent loses 1 life or something. I feel like we just really haven't had any reason to use Lion Sash at any point. But then again, we also just haven't been going up against those graveyard matchups. Could bring in Sanctifier as a good attacker. It holds the hammer very well. Protection from red and black means that the opponent won't be able to interact with it. I guess Pithing Needle is pretty good. Yeah, we'll keep that. Lost from our Boros Bully deck with 8 mass removals and 30 cards. And he drew his second rally. Bad beats. This is a hard one to keep. We have the Equipper, but we have no hammers. Gut Grinder. Cheers. Alright, I like this one. We have Sigarda's Aid, we have Pithing Needle for their Aether Vial. Just missing the hammer to put onto the Nexus. Really kind of hoping they play Aether Vial there. No such luck. Is beer considered hydration? Why wouldn't it be? Let's just name Snoop. Go get hammer. And we're set up for a win. But they could have some sort of way to interact with Nexus. If we wait one turn, we can get through one form of interaction. Gonna have some beer and smoked moose heart later tonight. Gonna gain the power of a moose? That's what happens when you eat a creature's heart, right? Where does one acquire a moose heart? From a moose? Story checks out. Here comes Blacksmith's skill. Let the munitions expert target. I guess we could have just put another hammer on it and that would have been fine as well. Activate Aether Vial on 0. Some Canadians. Then again, you know, like hunting the majestic moose, you're really taking your life in your hands there. I mean, I've never ate a moose. Yeah, no kidding. Um, my D&D character rides a moose. That's almost the same, right? All right. Let's straighten up. Concentrate on the game. Let's move on to game 3, match 5 here. Okay. This one's interesting. I think it's worth keeping. Simpletron, thank you so much for the sub. Prime support. Enjoy the emotes. Thanks a lot. Another Puresteel. Kind of would have been nice to have Pithing Needle there. Oh, I definitely appreciate it. And enjoy the ferret emotes. So our opponent is currently low on lands, but they can still set themselves up pretty quickly with Aether Vial, all by itself. Ooh, Mog Fanatic? Okay, that's not too terrible. It does counter our Inkmoth Nexus, though, so we do have to be careful about that. Okay. It's a lot of blockers. Another Inkmoth Nexus. Well, let's start with Sunbaked Canyon. Play... I think we play the Hammer first. We don't draw a card this way, but we can get the Hammer to stick to a creature this way. Okay, now we target the Hammer on the Stoneforge Mystic, so that if they kill the hammer, the target for the hammer, then we're able to switch it over to the Ornithopter. Okay, now we'll attack and hope we survive for another turn. They could be able to combo us here. End of turn, Aether Vial Snoop. On their turn, Aether Vial, the whatever the black goblin was called. I can't remember the second part of the combo. Oh, there's the Snoop. Do they have it? Should have moved this stuff over to the Ornithopter, maybe. Doesn't really matter if they have it, they have it. I think it was like a Bogart or something. Bogart Harbinger, they got it. Nothing we can do. I guess we could have mulliganed to a hand with removal.